Mhm.
Recording in progress.
Good afternoon. How's everybody?
Yeah.
Let me- All righty, let's go ahead and get started on cause. We have good afternoon all. We're here for our performance review hearings. We're going to start off and we're going to electronically record these proceedings. But no one in the public or within the Zoom session, you shall not record these proceedings, but the court will, okay? All righty, so you have had notice of that. So I will call the case just so that we are able to go ahead and demark our discussions. So first will be, do we have the CSO for Ms. Wilkins? CLO? The
Yes,
CSO for Ms. Wilkins, we do?
yes, Brian Leesman, he's on.
Okay, all right, let's get on record on cause number 393224. State of Texas versus Jessica Nicole Wilkins. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the CLO.
Ashley Jennings, Court Liaison Officer for County Court at Law Number 2.
CSO.
Brian Leesman, Community Supervision Officer.
And what's your relationship to this case, sir?
I am the probation officer for Miss Jessica Wilkins.
Very good. And Ms. Wilkins, how are you doing today?
Hello, Judge. I'm doing fine. You?
I'm sorry, say again?
I said, hello, Judge. I'm doing fine. And you?
Okay. We're having a little bit of a delay with your video there, but we'll go ahead and try to manage that. Good. CLO, when was the last court visit we had with Ms. Wilkins?
Last performance review hearing was on January 25th, 2022. Another hearing was set for May 25th, 2022 and reset due to judge being out. Your Honor, you asked if CSO could reach out to see if there was any way to get the restitution reduced. This case was extended for 2 years on September 24th of 2020 and is set to expire on September 25th, 2022.
All righty. Okay, how are we doing? CSO, tell me how Ms.
Yeah.
Wilkins have been doing and how have we been able to reduce the, you okay now?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, ma'am. She found a job. So she's been working over the past, let's see, I believe it's been probably about a month after the last court date. So she's been working. She paid a total of $740 since the last court hearing. As far as getting the fees reduced, there's a letter here, I believe, that's scanned into CSS stating that from the, I guess, fraud investigator, that the 2,333 that we got it reduced to must be paid in full. So I don't know. I mean, the only thing we can really do, I would think, is the fees that she's paid, that's 740. Some of those went towards supervisory fees. And I was hoping to get those reversed so they could go towards the restitution. I believe it was 332.67 that we could reverse to go towards the restitution, and then every payment from now until she pays that off should go towards restitution.
Break down for me that 2,000 or whatever it is that she has remaining. Break that down to me for
Okay, let me see.
how much is for restitution, how much is for supervisory fees.
So supervisory
Fine.
fees were 1,080, and that's already, apparently that was all paid off. The UA fees have been paid off, which is 20. The court cost, the 307, has been paid off, and then she got $16 of administrative fees for each payment that she's made. And then as far as the hot checks, the payments have only 398 of that has been paid off from the 2,333.
Okay. Alrighty, then if you can, so of the 700, how much did you say went to supervision fees? If that was already paid off, why is any more money going?
Yeah, I'm looking at the transactions on from the one that she paid in March. Only 100 of that went to, she paid 440 in March. Only 100 of that went to the hot checks, and then 332.67 went to the supervisory fees. So I'm pretty sure we could reverse that 332.67 to go towards the hot checks, if that would be okay. So we can try to start knocking that, that restitution down.
Yes, okay. So the supervisory fees, were those in the initial supervisory fees set, or is that dealing with any, is that dealing with any sort of related to any sort of extension?
No, I don't think there was any other fees added for the supervisory fees once you got, the extension. So it is from the original conditions.
Okay, let's see if we can go ahead and just zero that out and then be able to, as far as this supervisory fees, so that we can apply all of it to restitution.
Okay, I'll see what collections will do. I know since it was, I would think they could reverse the fees that were paid this year. I don't know if they will be able to reverse the fees from any time before that, because I know it's already pretty much been paid off towards, the supervisory fees. But I know they could adjust it for this year usually.
When was you said the last date, when we, met was the 29th of January? 2022?
Yes, Your Honor. Or the 25th, I'm sorry.
The 25th? Okay. Seemed to me that we may have had some email exchange regarding this, but let's take a look at it and see at least for the ones dated in 2022, maybe 2022, because 2021, I'm sorry, because it's a fiscal year, see if we can reverse any of that and apply it to restitution.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
And then Judge, I know her case is due to expire in September. So I don't know if she'll be able to pay off that restitution from then. So we might need to do an extension, maybe like 6 months or so. To give her a little bit more time since she's working and she is paying, pretty decent amounts each year, every other month or so.
Okay. Ms. Wilkins, will you be able to go ahead and start doing some monthly instead of every other month? Can you be paying monthly? What can we
Yes,
do?
Judge.
What do you need to
Monthly,
get with your probation officer, kind of work out a budget plan, a financial plan, so that you'll be able to go ahead and meet those?
yes, Judge.
Alrighty. We've been working now for a couple of years with you. That restitution will need to be paid before we can close this out. It has been a long road with you, for you, and you have been trying very hard. And we have worked with you, I hope. I hope that you feel that we've been working well with you, trying, reducing the amount as much as possible. And you see that we are we'll try to reverse that and give more credit towards the restitution, but that restitution will need to be paid, okay?
Yes, Judge.
Alrighty, so do you want to just be able to work with your CSO as far as making those payments? Working on as far as how much you can pay and being able to pay off by September?
Yes, Judge. After to see the amount after, like, once the credits and everything are put in.
I need for you to kind of hold that device and place it on a flat surface. Okay. Alrighty. So you're going to work with your officer as far as the financial plan is concerned?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. We'll need to, I'd like to really see that you'll be able to go ahead and close this out sooner than later.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Alrighty. So Officer Leisman, please do advise me by email on what is worked out, and if an extension is needed, we'll see about going ahead and getting an extension. But it needs to be a realistic extension, and you have to stick to the plan. Do you understand that, Ms. Wilkins?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Alrighty. So continue to work on that that reversal to give her as much credit as possible on the restitution. Okay, sir? Officer Leisman?
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. And we'll go ahead and set this for the 1st of September. Reset for the 1st of September.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Well,
Thank
so,
you, Judge.
Officer Leesman, anything else on this?
No, it's just payments. She's doing well. Like I said, she's working. She holds that job. I think we should be able to get her through this.
Okay, please, give me a report on that as far as the breakdown and how much can possibly, we're looking at being able to reverse and credit the restitution, and then what the new plan would be to focus in on the restitution payment plan.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All righty. Officer Jennings and CLO, any instructions?
You will be reset on September 5th due to September 1st being a Thursday, I believe. Yes, so September 5th at 2:30. So please look out for a case setting form from your CSO, from your officer, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty. If there being nothing else, Officer Leesman and Ms. Wilkins, you can be excused. Thank you all very much for being here.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you. I look forward to that email.
Okay. Bye.
Hmm. All righty. Let's get on record on 640, cause number 640077, State of Texas versus Emily Christine Turner.
Your Honor, the officer isn't on Zoom yet. She said, could she get a minute? She's not ready yet.
Oh, not a problem, not a problem. We'll go ahead and hold. Okay. And what about the officer for Armendariz de Leon?
CSO Natalie Pena.
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay. All righty, let's get on record on cause number 652057, State of Texas versus Clarissa de Leon Armendariz. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the CLO.
Ashley Jennings, Court Liaison Officer for County Court at Law number 2.
CSO,
CSO Natalie Peña, supervising defendant Clarissa de Leon Armendariz.
how you doing, Ms. Pena? It's been a while. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Your Honor. How are
Good.
you?
Not too bad. Thanks you. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Hey, Ms.
You as well.
Armendariz, how are you?
Good, how about you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Appreciate you being here. Okay, and CLO, when was the last court visit with the with Ms. Armendariz?
Yes, the last performance review hearing was on April 19th, 2022. Your Honor, you allowed vendors to be switched due to the probationer having issues charging the device, and inform probationer if she has future problems to report it immediately to the new vendor and the CSO. Your Honor, you also stated that the probation may need a time management class and requested CSO to look into a class. Probationer also to submit to a drug test that week. Court will give probationer leeway on the device as she is switching vendors, but is looking at zero tolerance when she is on the new device. Judge, you asked probationer if the windows needed to be adjusted again, and she replied no. After the last switch, it caused more confusion. A TAP revision to be completed. This case has been extended for 1 month and is set to expire on August 29th, 2022.
August what?
29th.
CSO, how we been doing? How has Ms. Armendariz been doing since last visit?
Since the last visit, she's been really trying her best. She did have some complications with switching over the device. There's been a bit of a delay with getting the portable devices with a lot of our vendors. She was able to get the Smart Start Insight mobile device installed. She installed it on the 3rd of May. Now, there was
I'm sorry, was there a portable device you said?
yes, the Smart Start Insight.
Okay. Okay.
She installed it on the 3rd of May. Now, there were some issues with her installation because she was given 2 separate files. Now, because of that, she was in a lockout from the 3rd of May through the 16th of May. So they were able to fix the issue and she is in compliance with her portable device now. I did receive her first report on the 3rd of June. For that report, she had 41 pass tests, 11 skips, but she did have 2 alcohol violations. Those violations were on May 26th. She blew a .023 at 10:30 p.m. and then a .022 at 10:32, but the retest was skipped after that. Now, with that violation, the camera or the picture was dark, so I wasn't able to see who was blowing into the device. But I did speak with the defendant and she did confirm that she was the one who blew into the device and did admit to me that that violation was alcohol.
That's the PAM device. What day was that?
The 26th of May.
That was the day, the testing. Give me the times and.
Yes. She blew a .023 at 10:30 p.m. a .022 at 10:32. And then the retest was skipped after that. So I do have the incomplete report from June 3rd through June 27th. For that one, she had 67 pass tests, 8 skips, but she had a total of 11 alcohol violations that day, or for that report.
Okay, hang on 2 seconds. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's your volume or what, but I'm having a bit of a challenge hearing everything. So that's why I'm kind of, can you turn up your volume?
My volume is all the way up. I can try speaking louder if you'd like.
Okay, well, no, I don't want you to hurt your throat. Did you check the Zoom volume?
Mhm. Yes, my Zoom volume is
Zoom
all the
settings.
way up.
Okay. Let's check something. Okay.
Can you hear me better, Your Honor?
Yeah, I mean, if you have attempted, if your volume is up, maybe. No, our volume is good. Alrighty, continue. So the 26th of May, we do have that and we have admitted use. Okay,
So like I said, I do have the incomplete report for June from June 3rd through June 27th. For that one, she's had 67 pass tests. She's had 8 skips and 11 alcohol violations. Would you like me to go through
11?
those dates with you? Yes. So I have here June 18th. She
Mhm.
blew a .154 at 10:20. She blew a point,
154,
yes, Your Honor.
10:20
But then
PM.
10:20 PM, and then she blew again, she blew a .019 6 minutes later at 10:26. And then at 10:28 PM, she did pass with a 0. So that one was not consistent with alcohol.
Hmm.
She had another violation on the 19th of June. So this one was a bit excessive. This one was a .417.
What day?
The 19th of June.
Okay,
So it was a
.4.
.417
Mhm.
at 10:14 PM. And then she blew a .122 at 10:26 PM. And then
Mhm.
again, she blew a .011 at 10:33 PM.
And this is with Smart Start
Yes, this is with Smart Start.
on a portable device.
Yes.
Okay.
The next violation she had was June 20th. That
Okay.
one was a .328 at 10:52 PM. .234 at 10:56 PM. .078 at 10:59 PM.
08, I'm sorry, point
Point-
what?
.078
Mm-hmm.
at 10:59 PM. And then a .020 at 11:25 PM. And then she passed with a .00 at 11:28 PM.
Okay.
So I did get those violations ahead of time, and I did have her submit for a drug test on the 21st of June. And she did submit for one, and those results came back diluted.
Did that, the UA include ETG, ETS?
No, I believe that there was probably a confusion, and it was just a regular 8-panel.
Okay. Okay, so you say from the third, this report you just gave us from the 3rd through the 26th of June?
Yes. It isn't the full report because she won't get that month's report till June. So this is just what I can access on the website for Smart Start.
And how many windows does she have?
I apologize. Let me look up her file. I believe it is 4. Let me look at the Smart Start report. It's 3, Your Honor.
Okay. Mhm. Okay, so you said 11 violations. In this report, there were 11 violations, and you have walked me through those violations, but you said she blew a total of how many times?
From the 3rd of June to the 27th, it was 67 pass tests.
Okay, and then you said there were some out of window or skipped? How many skips?
There were eight skips, Your Honor.
And if I understand correctly, the skips is, we just didn't do anything in that window, right? That's what a skip means? She just
Yes, Your
skipped that
Honor.
window? Okay, and
Yes,
do
there
you-
are times where she blows in late, but these are skips.
Okay, so could you tell me on those skips, what days and the time frame she skipped?
Yes, Your Honor. Let me get that for you. Okay, so I have the skips right here, Your Honor.
Ready?
So the 3rd of June, she skipped the 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. test window.
Okay,
June 4th, It was also the 5 AM to 8 AM.
Okay,
Now, for that one, she did blow at 8:32 AM.
okay, so she was late on that one.
Mhm. And that one she did pass. The next skip was June 5th. She missed the 5 AM to 8 AM test window.
Okay,
For this one, she blew about an hour and 50 minutes late, so she blew at 9:53 AM. And that one did pass.
mhm,
The next violation was June 9th. She missed the 5 AM to 8 AM test window.
Mhm.
And then that one she did blow at 9:59 AM and it passed with 0.00.
9 what time?
59.
Okay,
She missed June 10th. She missed the 5 AM to 8 AM test window.
mhm,
And she did blow at 11:01 AM. And it did pass with 0.0. The next one was June 12th. She missed the 5 AM to 8 AM test window. And that one was a complete skip. The next one was the 16th of June. She missed the 5 AM to 8 AM test window. And she did blow at 12:02 that afternoon and passed with a 0.0. And then the next skip was the 24th of June. She missed the 5 AM to 8 AM test window. And she blew at 11:28 AM that morning, and it was a 0.0. And then
okay,
the last one I have here is the 25th of June. And that one, she also missed the 5 AM to 8 AM.
the 25th of June?
Yes, June 25th.
Okay. Okay. So it's pretty clear, we have an issue with, right now, the 5 AM to 8 AM window. Right, and so we have a total of 9. A total of two skips and the rest of them being late, seven lates. Okay, so now what about payment? Her fees, how's she doing with the fees?
As of today, she is paid in full.
CSR,
Completed.
done, okay.
She is currently still attending MRT.
Attending MRT right now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All righty. What else do you have, CSO?
She is currently still attending the bi-weekly or bi-monthly drug test. Since the last hearing on April 19th, she submitted 6 negative urinalysis and then that one diluted on the 21st of June.
And she also, in any sort of community-based, support?
She is attending AA meetings 3 times a week. She was having some issues with the online programs and they weren't providing proof to her. She did write down the meetings that she attended between the 31st of May, the 31st of March through the 2nd of May. And she was attending 3 times a week. Just today, I have received several online sessions that she's attended. I just haven't had time to document them.
Where are we going to those? Because I
was
need
a-
for the, no, go ahead.
I apologize. She was attending through Boozers in Bathrobes. That was one of the verifiable AA meetings that she was attending previously.
Okay,
Now, she
So
has
you-
looked into possibly attending in-person AA meetings, if that's something Your Honor would recommend. She said that she's willing to go Mondays and Fridays and possibly attend one online because she has been having issues getting proof of her attendance.
okay. Anything else, yes, sir?
I do want Your Honor to note that she is attending MRT, but there was an issue with the change in instructors. Back on the 25th of May, I was informed that the instructors were being changed. So because of that, there weren't any sessions being conducted. As of the 24th of June, there hadn't been any sessions. So even, I believe today, I had her reach out to the instructor because they haven't scheduled any sessions. And she did inform me that that is one of the reasons why she did relapse with the alcohol on the 26th of May, because she didn't have the structured MRT meetings that she was used to attending. And it did affect her sobriety a bit.
Mhm. All righty, Miss De Leon Amenderes, at the last time, we did have Mr. Brooks, Attorney Brooks, as your representing you. Do you wish for us to reset this so that you can you can have him present?
Yes, please. I emailed him a couple times and I gave him a call earlier today, but I didn't get anything back.
Okay, alrighty, let's go ahead and make sure that we, let's go ahead and do that. And make sure that he gets the CSO. It's Attorney Will Brooks. He just may be out today. So if we can, you can run down everything that you all the information that you provided, okay?
Okay.
Provide him so that he'll be ready and we won't have to go through it again. I'll just refer to these notes. Mm. Okay, and why don't we, Ms. Amenderes, why don't you, once we assure that your attorney is going to be here, I'll probably schedule this for in person already. So you'll need to come down here in person. You need to be here around about 2 o'clock, between 2 o'clock and 2:15, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, now, I will, if you wish to, attend the 12-step in person, then I will order that for right, so that you can start that right away. That community-based support groups, I need for you to start that still the 3 times a week, and then, 2 in person. Alrighty, and let's begin that this week, okay? Let's be able to go ahead and record that. Officer Pena, you'll be able to send her the form for those, to be able to have those recorded?
Yes, Your Honor, I've already provided that form to her.
Okay, thank you. And you need to work that program. Just go ahead and start working that program. Even though you've been attending here, you need to make sure that you work that, get a sponsor, that sort of stuff when the time occurs. Now, we also, CSO, are you familiar with Sakata?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let's go ahead and get a referral over to Sakata. See if that will help while they're sorting out the MRT.
Would you like her to look into it while she's in MRT or after the program?
Well, right now, you say that they're kind of struggling with the MRT as far as instructors. There's no classes being held. So I'd like for her to be involved with Sakata. The two of them can work side by side, so that if she's saying, hey, I'm doing the community-based groups, that's, but they say, because she didn't have MRT available, that's what caused the slip for relapse. So if that's the issue, maybe Sakata, they do have a very good, I think, kind of a relapse prevention program. So let's go ahead and get that while they sort out the MRT stuff, okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
And once they sort out the MRT stuff, she can go ahead and complete that. And then still be doing Sakata. We're going to go ahead and extend we're going to extend probation 2 months right now. So we'll have time to work with her. And one was the portable alcohol monitoring device. We're going to extend that to a couple months. You have these documented. Did I get the summary report on this, Officer Jennings?
I don't believe so. The court summary,
Yes.
I can send it to you.
Okay. So extend probation 2 months right now and extend the portable alcohol monitoring device 2 months, and we'll see you in about 2 weeks. CSO, anything else on this case?
Yes, Your Honor, you did mention wanting me to look into a time management program for Ms. Armendariz.
Thank you.
Now, I wasn't able to find one with the county, but I was able to find an online time management course.
Okay.
So this one would be about 19 hours long,
Mhm.
and it would, have over 23, different units and conversations about time management. I have spoken with Ms. Armendariz, and she states that she has registered for it if that is something you want her to continue.
Sure. You think that if I believe that would, I think that was an issue that she's indicated that she was struggling with, and that would be helpful.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll go ahead and I'll instruct her to continue with it then.
Okay. Would you send me that description, that program?
Of course.
Alrighty. Excellent. So we'll do that. 3. Okay. All right, CLO? Yeah, I'm scared. CSO, anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you. Good report.
Thank you, Your Honor.
CLO, any instructions here?
Yes, I have the 12-step 3 times a week and 2 in person.
Yes.
Okay, Sakata referral, extend 2 months. And 2 months for the portable device as well. So Ms. DeLeon, you will be getting your many conditions through Adobe. Please sign a date. Will also be reset for 2 weeks. So look out for a case setting form from your CSO, okay?
What about the time management?
Time management. Okay.
All right, and Ms. Armendariz, DeLeon Armendariz, make sure to send a copy of that to your to your attorney. The case setting form, after you sign it, make sure that once you get a copy of it, make sure you send a copy of it to your attorney, and the court coordinator will also send a copy to the attorney, okay? One more thing, do we need to adjust that 5 a.m. window? I'm asking again.
No, I think I've handled it more often now because of this new device. It's been more helpful than the other one. And it wakes me up because it has a weird beep. And that one actually helps me more hit it at 5 a.m. lately than the other one.
Well, then I've got to see less skips and less lates. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. We'll see you in person in 2 weeks then, okay? And we should have your attorney. If there's anything else, if there's nothing else. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All righty, okay. Thank you for registering for that time management and all the effort that you're making otherwise, okay? We'll continue to work with you. All right, Ms. Almendarez? Leona Almendarez?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all righty. If nothing else, we're good. Thank you so much. You guys are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty. Are we ready on Mr. Everyone here for Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes, Your Honor.
All righty, let's get on record on cause number 656-238. State of Texas versus Marco Antonio Rodriguez. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the CLO.
Ashley Jennings, Court Liaison Officer for County Court at Law Number 2.
CSO,
Gloria Zapata, Community Supervision Officer for Mr. Marco Rodriguez.
okay. Mr. Rodriguez, hey Marco, how are you doing?
I'm good, ma'am. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Thank you for asking. CLO, what was the last court visit that we had with Mr. Rodriguez?
This is a follow-up from an SR that was returned on March 30th, 2022. Your Honor, your note stated that it should not have included the removable order set for performance review hearing. The HIBREC is strange about the device before that, and what did the vendor say about the device? Those are the notes you had on the SR, so we set it for a performance review hearing. This case is set to expire on September 4th, 2022.
Okay. All righty, so what's going on at CSO? Enlighten me.
Okay, Your Honor. So Mr. Rodriguez did complete his half term on the ignition interlock back in March. However, in March, right before the last report was received, he did have a high reading. And at that time, I did submit a supplemental report informing that he had completed the half term on the ignition interlock, but did inform of the violation. The violation in question was registered on the 12th of March. It was at 3:12 p.m. and it was a reading of 0.033. There was a follow-up reading 3 minutes later at 3:15, and it was registering a 0.030. However, there was no retest to clear that violation, and he didn't submit another test and turned off the device until the following day. I did check the reports and the pictures on the Smart Start website, but there was no pictures available. I did reach out to Smart Start, and there was a camera malfunction at that time, but they did fix that malfunction on the 18th of March. Now, in regards to the reading, it's an undetermined violation because there were no follow-up tests to clear the violation until the following day. So that's how it is. It was described that it is an undetermined violation.
Okay, so how else has he been doing on probation now regarding as far as
Yes, his reports have actually all come back clean. That has been his only violation. He has been testing on a
And
monthly
UA?
basis. He hasn't had any positive UAs, and his last drug test was this past Friday, but it's still pending the results to be input into the system. So I don't know the results from this past Friday's test, but there have not been any issues with positive drug and alcohol testing. As far as his classes go, Mr. Rodriguez did complete his DWI education, his victim impact panel, and the parenting program. His TAP evaluation at the beginning of probation did not recommend any additional programs to be completed. Mr. Rodriguez, at this time, he still has the device installed in his vehicle, and I did receive his report, which was just on the 22nd of June, and it was a clean report. No issues, no violations. He is reached out to River City Outreach to begin his community service hours, which he has 30 hours to do, and he is going to be meeting with them this coming Friday to set up his schedule for doing some of his community service hours.
okay. So he was assessed 30 altogether?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And right now he's done 0, but he's got
He
a
hasn't
plan.
done it. Yes, no.
Alrighty. And his UAs have been has been negative.
Yes, Your
Now,
Honor.
those UAs included ETG, ETS?
All of them.
Okay. And okay, so in March, we had that flaky, undetermined violation. Okay, they fixed the camera malfunction that got fixed. So in April, what happened with what was the April reading when he calibrated?
In April, his report from
The ignition interlock, right?
Yes, his ignition interlock report from March 18th through April 22nd. Registered 42 engine starts, and there were no violations, no high readings, no warnings, and there were no rolling retest refusals. So it
Mhm.
was overall a clean report.
Okay. The next one would be from when to when?
The next one after that would be from April 22nd to May 23rd.
Okay.
And that one is reading. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. This one is reading, actually it's lower engine starts. It's 26 engine starts, no high readings, no warnings, and no rolling retest refusals. The engine starts have been reduced because he hasn't been driving his vehicle as much. He's been having a lot of mechanical issues with the vehicle, and he's actually trying to get rid of it, whether it's getting a new vehicle or just not having a vehicle for the time being.
Okay, so the next one would be from the 23rd of May to when?
That one would be May 23rd to June 22nd. And this one is reading 47 engine starts, no alcohol violations, no high readings, no warnings. So it's a clean report as well.
Mhm. Okay. The parenting program, how many hours was that? How many days? How long was that?
I believe it's the 32-hour class. I can go and look it up. Give me 1 second to see where he completed it through. I believe it's a 32-hour class, and he completed it through, he did do it through Advent.
Advent?
Advent, yes, e-learning. And he completed that on March 7th.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I did mention that he is supposed to be starting to do his community service hours this Friday through River City. Another issue would be the fees. At the onset of probation, there was a $6,000 traffic fine assessed
Mhm.
on his probation.
What was the total amount assessed?
In total, it's registering to be $7,459.
Okay.
The 6,000 of those of the fees of the traffic fees, which is a difference of $1,459. He has paid $254 towards that balance. And he has a remaining balance towards his probation fees, excluding the traffic fines, and that would be a balance of $1,205. No restitution.
Is Mr. Rodriguez employed?
Mr. Rodriguez is employed. He does a little bit of self-contracting, but he does work through a company called M&H Concrete. He is foreman, so to say, for concrete pouring.
Mhm. When was he granted?
His granted date was the 5th of August of 2021.
Mm. Okay, what do you have to say for yourself, Mr. Rodriguez? Do you
As
want
far
to, do you wish to have an attorney or do you wish to talk to me?
No, I can talk to you, man.
Okay, alrighty, proceed.
As far as paying my fees, I have been having troubles like I say, with COVID hit my company bad. It hit my company bad, and then I just had a newborn. Uh, and we was in a hospital with my newborn for almost 2 months. She was in the NICU. But as far as my fees, I have been delayed on them, and I take full responsibility of it. But as far as my drinking and everything, and all that other stuff, I don't drink no more. I'm on medication. I can't drink. I got 5 daughters at home that I gotta look out for, and I'm trying to meet men's. I'm trying to make whatever I can happen. My wife, she don't work. She take care of my newborn and my 1-year-old. But I mean, in my point of view, I'm doing very good. I did all my classes. Uh, the only issue I don't have an issue with the monitor being on my vehicle. The issue is that I got a lot of mechanical problems right now with my vehicle. And for order them to put a machine on my vehicle, they gotta bypass through the Smart Start. And to them, it's a headache, and it's a little bit more extra money I had to pay because they have to do whatever they got to do, or else me trading it in or me selling it. That's just the only issue I have with it. But other than that, me having the Smart Start on my vehicle is not a problem. It's actually helped. It helped me a lot. And if it was up to me, I'd keep it on it. But like I say, I got a lot of issues with my vehicle.
Hmm. Okay, well, um, do you mind if I take it off? Would it bother you for me to have it removed?
No, ma'am, that would do me a favor so I can sell it or trade it in or something.
Okay, all right, well, why don't we go ahead, since you, like you said, you've been doing really good. Your officer says you've been doing good as far as the UAs. We'll keep the UAs going, okay?
That's
See
fine.
if that will help you. Maybe we'll do that twice a month. Would that help you too,
Oh,
or
that's
are
fine.
you pretty good?
I'm pretty good with once a month. Like I say, I'm on 2 different kind of medications where I cannot is no alcohol at all. I cannot take no alcohol with this medication at all, or it will just affect my skin condition. So I'm not risking that. So
Oh,
me,
okay. Is that gonna be a long-term medication kind of
yeah, I'm on I'm
thing?
on it.
Okay,
I'm on it for life, man.
okay. All righty. So we can just keep it monthly, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and remove the IID. Please send me the order on that one, okay? The Do you need to go ahead and kind of work with your CSO and a financial plan? Or are you gonna be able to handle that on your own? They've
No,
got forms and things like that.
I can work with Miss Gloria, and she can set up a better financial arrangement with me, either twice a month or once a month, whatever
Mhm.
works best. That way I can get those probation fees paid off. But as she was saying, I got a $6,000 fine, ma'am, that I cannot pay nowhere. I tried paying it through the DPS. DPS says we don't accept payments, and or the only place they do accept is Austin, and they say the only payment I have in Austin is $150 reinstatement, license reinstatement fee. I'm sorry, license reinstatement fee of $150. They do not see a $6,000 fine. So I cannot find nowhere to pay these fines off at, and I'm having. So that's an issue that I'm having. Not even my lawyer as well. My lawyer said, just keep trying DPS, and I've tried numerous times. But as far as my probation fees, I can have those paid off by the time I complete my probation.
Okay. How's the baby doing?
She's doing good. All she does is sleep, but she's good.
She gaining some weight?
Oh yeah, she's
Good.
gaining some weight. She was in the NICU for 2 months. My 1-year-old likes to pick on her a lot, but other than that, she's nice and healthy.
Good, 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 good. All righty, well, it looks like that's all we, you work with your CSO and your financial plan to go ahead and do that. How did the parenting class help you?
It actually, it gave me a reflect on life. Actually, as far as doing better for myself, not just for myself, but for my family as well. There's a lot of people out there that you can see that don't have their family because of the situations that they was in or the mistakes that they took themselves upon. But it actually opened my eyes a lot, especially as well as the AA class that I took.
Right?
That's another reason why I stopped drinking, and another reason why at first, before my vehicle was messing up, I told my counselor and the director, I believe his name was Jeff, I want to say, I'm sorry, that if it was up to me, I'll keep the device in my vehicle. But that was 6 months ago. But now I'm having mechanic issues. But yeah, it took a big impact on my heart, and it opened up my eyes because my
Good.
case wasn't as bad as other people's case. I was like, I'm a hypocrite because I see people driving down the highway drunk, and I'm just glad and grateful that I ain't hit a family of 4 or anything.
Oh, you're noticing that now. People are kind of, you notice when people are kind of under the influence driving? You notice that more now?
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. Well, I'm glad that you got something out of that parenting class and it was able to help you. I really appreciate all the hard work you've been doing well, with all that you've gone through, your health and everything, and with the baby. So you have really been making an effort as far as the classes that you have completed. So you've really been doing good. Thank you for the patience with the ignition interlock. So we're going to get that removed. I would have just extended it, don't know what happened there, but we've worked through that. So let's go ahead and get that off, work with your CSO and the financial plan, and we'll see you back here in August. Would that be okay?
Whatever works best for you, man.
Okay, so we'll do that, see where you're at. That would, if we need to give you a little bit more time to go ahead and pay off the fees, and then I'd like to probably talk to you a little bit more. You say that you cannot find where to pay that $6,000 fee. So probation, you're not collecting that fee.
It actually is added to our fees. However, I've talked to our collections department. They don't know who to pay that out to. We have reached out a couple of times to, I believe it was the ADA's office. Last I heard was that it was supposed to be probably likely to be paid to the Texas Comptroller's office in Austin, but they didn't know what department. So there's a lot of confusion on where that money is supposed to be directed to, even if somebody is making payments towards that. And that's the issue that we're having right now, is trying to allocate those funds appropriately.
Okay. All righty. Sounds good. We'll see you in, anything else, CSO on this matter?
No, actually, that would be the main issues.
Okay, does that kind of work along with your recommendation, CSO?
Yes,
What I'm ordering?
yes, Your Honor.
All righty, he's doing pretty good.
Mhm.
All
Yeah.
righty, good. All righty, Officer Jennings, your instructions, please.
You will be reset in August. Just look out for the case setting form from your CSO, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You have a very good attitude and you're gonna be successful in everything that you do, Mr. Rodriguez. Thank you so much. Really
I
appreciate it.
appreciate everything, ma'am.
Okay. All righty, you and Officer Zapata are excused. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Good
All
afternoon.
right,
Mr.
let's
Honor.
go. Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
CLO Jennings logged off and I'm taking over, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you so much for being here.
Yes,
Let's
Judge.
get on record on cause number 640077, State of Texas versus Emily Christine Turner. Parties, please approach and identify who's before the court, starting with the CLO.
CLO De Santos covering for CLO Jennings.
Okay. CSO,
Oh, hello. Carmen Ochoa. I'm supervision officer for Emily Turner.
okay. And Ms. Turner, how you doing, Emily?
I'm doing well. I'm a little disappointed in myself, but I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, 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 good. Oh, let's see what's going on, okay? Officer CLO, when was the last court visit that we had with Ms. Turner?
Your Honor, this is a follow-up on an MTR that was denied on May 30th, 2022. The probationer picked up a new number 1, driving while intoxicated out of this court, and it's awaiting trial setting for September 1st, 2022. And this case is set to expire August 28th, 2022.
What's it, when is it set to expire? I'm sorry.
August 28th, 2022, Your Honor.
And the trial is set when September 2022?
September 1st, 2022, Your Honor.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, so how has Ms. Turner been doing while on probation?
She's been doing well, Your Honor. She was placed on probation on 4/29/2021. She's completed her DWI education, victim impact panel. She finished IOP. She completed it with a new choice. She actually had gotten her ignition interlock removed back in February 24th of 2022. And then on April 20th, that's when she picked up the new DWI. She does need to complete 20 hours of community service hours. And she has paid $706 out of $7,248. So her balance right now is $6,542.
Total paid, I'm sorry.
706.
It said the IOP was completed?
Yes, IOP was completed by New Choice. And it was on October 21st of 2021. And it was set in the conditions that was able to be accepted for her IOP. And then Ms. Turner also she reinstalled her ignition interlock in May 19th of 2022. So that's installed right now and she hasn't had no violations since she installed it.
I'm sorry, give me that date again.
May 19th, 2022.
Okay. Was it not the uimpact.com? Was that not ordered?
She did a victim impact panel, which was completed November 4th.
Okay. It's actually what would order this uimpact.com. That's what I ordered.
Okay.
Mhm. Ms. Turner, do you want to talk to me or do you want to have an attorney present? You do have an attorney, don't you?
I do. I didn't even know that I actually had court today, but I am completely able to talk to you. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. I'm not, I cannot and don't want to talk about the new case. Can't do that, and that's not the point of this, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty, so the point of this is, you recall, as I've told you, I promised you I will work with you. Alrighty?
Yes,
When sentenced you. And so my concern is how to be able to help you. Now, you do what you're going to do as far as the new case is concerned. There are options, one of them being DWI court. I can refer you to that to go ahead and do that. That maybe I should, go ahead and do that. It's kind of almost the law to be able to do that. So I'm probably going to go ahead and do that, and you can go through the assessment and all. It has no impact as far as that is concerned. But through it, you might be able to go ahead and find some things out and consider it. The other thing that I'm concerned about is just how am I going to be able to help you?
Well, I do have a question about what the DWI court is. I have already had a trial. I do have an attorney for that we are working on my case right now. To be honest with you, like I was doing really well. With
Yes.
with being an RN, things had really started to get kind of bad again at the hospital, and I have a lot of family things that had been going on, and I honestly had kind of gone off the deep end a little with severe depression and even suicidal thoughts. So I really, really was not doing well for a couple of months. I have restarted therapy, medications. I'm reading, I'm going to the gym. I'm actually in a way better place, and did recognize, what was going on, and talked to my, coworkers and my director and manager. And I actually did take some time away from work to, do that, outpatient therapy, and then actually do other therapy as well to really just kind of bring myself back to who I am and the person that I should be. And I did mess up, and I am well aware, and I'm going to be the one that's going to kick myself in the butt kind of harder than anybody else could. So, of course, I'm disappointed in my actions and what happened, but, where there is no excuse, I did recognize I was not in a good spot in my mindset, which I've really done hard to work on. And then based on my um, balance due, I'm actually now working overtime and doing bonus shifts. So my paychecks are going to really start to pick up. So I'm going to be able to like really put a dent in my balance due as well.
Okay. Alrighty. So we recognize some of the issues that's going on. You say you're doing outpatient therapy, or you completed it?
I had done intensive outpatient therapy. That was the IOP that I completed. But
Okay.
I am doing, I speak to a psychiatrist monthly, and then I'm going to be restarting with a therapist with them as well.
Oh, very good. When are you restarting that?
The therapy, I just need to call and make an appointment. I was waiting for my schedule to be more steady to where I could make sure that I had made an appointment on a day that I wasn't working.
So when are you going to be sure of that?
I can call today and make an appointment.
Alrighty. So let's go ahead and do that and report that appointment to your CSO, okay?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Mhm. All right, so we did the IOP, but gosh, we that was back in 2021. You're doing your monthly sessions. Are we doing any kind of 12-step or community-based support groups?
I have not started one, no, ma'am.
Okay. Let's go ahead and add that in as far as being able to, or you can do that, the community-based support groups. Or Sakata, or Sakata, okay?
So community support group, is that what you said?
Right, yeah, it's basically a 12-step program and or Sakata.
Can you spell Sakata for me?
Right, it's SACA, C as in Charlie, A, D as in Delta, A. And really, honestly, it's an acronym. So if you but I believe if you put that in the Google that acronym, it'll tell you San Antonio something.
Yes, ma'am.
And they're really a pretty good group that I have come to rely on as being very, very helpful. They kind of focus in on relapse prevention quite a bit. So either or, your choice. But
Yes.
let's go ahead and start doing that at least. You're working. Let me put at least 2 times per week.
Two times per week?
2 times, yes.
Okay, yes, ma'am. And then what was this DWI court that you were speaking about?
Right. I'm gonna go ahead and do the referral. Who's your attorney?
Jonathan Ross is my new attorney for this new case.
Jonathan Ross, okay. I'll we'll need his authorization to go ahead and do that. We'll send that to him to go ahead and make that happen. And what you'll do is you go through an assessment and they're going to tell you all about it, okay? They will tell you how that how program can be able to, that court will be able to go ahead and help you. And we don't have to worry about it. I just want you to go through the assessment and see if you would be eligible for that program, okay?
Okay.
And so you and your attorney can put that in your bag of tools, possibilities and things of that nature, okay?
Okay, thank
It's
you.
just one more thing.
I hated doing this and I really appreciate you not sending me to jail because that's what I was really scared about. And I don't want to lose my job. And I know I messed up and I'm willing to go through all of this. And I know that, relapse is a very serious thing and I messed up. So I appreciate help.
No, life, things happen, okay? And my interest is in your success. What you do for the community and for yourself and your family is important, and you're a valuable person. And I find you to be a very valuable, very giving person. And so, as everyone who comes before me, and I want to do what I can to be able to help you to continue contributing. So, so we'll work together, okay,
Yes.
to get through this. All righty,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
not a problem. Let's let's revisit with your attorney, and let's have a revisit, reset this with your attorney present on in July. Okay.
Okay. Will y'all reach out to me about the day?
Yes, your CSO should, the CLO will give you instructions regarding that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Right. Mhm. Yeah, because I'm looking at how much we need to go ahead. What about extending you on this particular probation? Okay, that's what I want to have your attorney present for, to be able to discuss that. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and you can discuss with him on that as well. That's my import. All righty, that talk to him about the DWI court and also the extension.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All righty. CSO Officer Ochoa, do you have anything else?
No, that was it, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you for a very good report. CLO Helia Santos, a wrap up and instructions for Ms. Turner.
Yes, Judge, I went ahead and messaged her the instructions. Ms. Turner, I'll email you the document for your new requirements. And please go ahead and sign that. I'll email you before 6 today.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I'll keep an eye out for that.
Yes, ma'am. And once again, for your court date in July, CSO Ochoa will give you that date and give you instructions for you to sign that case setting form. So she's going to go ahead and follow up on that. Okay.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for helping.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, don't forget to, once you get that appointment, set up that appointment, make sure that Officer Ochoa knows.
About the therapy appointment.
Yes, and oh, there is one more thing that I did want to double check here. Give me 2 seconds, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the probation, I believe that you guys will probably need to go ahead and fix it as far as the conditions are concerned. I signed it, but the conditions that were sent over included the youimpact.com, okay?
Yes, Judge, I'll go ahead and look into that and have her sign the right conditions.
Okay, all righty. Corrected, and conditions. All righty, good to go. Thank you so much. I appreciate your being here, Officer Ochoa. Thanks again for a good report. Officer Chaya Santos, is always a pleasure to see you, and thank you always being available to jump in. And Ms. Turner?
Thank you.
Yeah, let's not beat ourselves up because that's not going to do any good. We've got to look forward and we got to look ahead.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
All righty. Can't do anything about what happened back there or whatever, that's already happened. So beating yourself up is not gonna help you to, you've done enough. Let's just say you've done enough already. Okay. You've done enough of that beating up. Let's go ahead and get ourselves on an upbeat note so that we can move forward and do great things, okay?
You've got it. Thank you.
All righty. I'll talk to you guys later. You're all excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a
Your Honor.
great
Judge,
afternoon.
you have a great day.
You too. Mm-mm.